the hidden spiritual attacks draining your power, and how to stop them. Have you ever felt like something unseen was working against you? Like an invisible force was pulling you away from your purpose, subtly but relentlessly? If you're here, this message is meant for you. You are not here by accident. You have a calling, a higher purpose that sets you apart. But with that calling comes resistance, a battle that isn't fought with weapons, but with energy, distractions, and doubt. These struggles aren't random. They are precise, intentional, and designed to weaken you before you step into your full power. And the most dangerous part, they don't come with a warning. They don't announce themselves with chaos. Instead, they seep into your mind, your emotions, and your habits, showing up as self-doubt, fear, and subtle distractions that slowly pull you away from your path. If you don't recognize them, they can delay your spiritual awakening and keep you stuck in cycles of struggle. But today, we're shining a light on them. We're breaking down 5 spiritual attacks that most people never see coming, revealing how they work and, most importantly, how you can rise above them. Let's begin with one of the most underestimated, yet most common forms of spiritual sabotage. Attack 1. The energy drain. Imagine waking up feeling exhausted. Even after a full night's rest, your mind is foggy, your motivation is gone, and everything feels heavy. This isn't just physical tiredness, it's a depletion of your soul's energy. The energy drain works in 2 ways. 1. External drains, people, environments, or situations that leave you feeling empty. 2. Internal drains, negative thoughts, suppressed emotions, and unresolved fears that slowly chip away at your spiritual vitality. You might notice this after spending time with certain individuals who leave you feeling drained, or after being in places that carry an unexplainable heaviness. But why does this happen to you, the chosen one? Because your energy is powerful. It radiates at a high frequency that attracts both light and forces that seek to dim it. A brightly lit room naturally casts shadows, and your light draws attention, both positive and negative. This is why distractions and draining influences often appear in your life when you're on the verge of a breakthrough. They don't want you to reach that next level. But here's the part most people miss. The energy drain isn't always external. Sometimes it comes from within, the thoughts you dwell on, the fears you refuse to face, the doubts you replay over and over. Negative self-talk, a drain. Unprocessed trauma, a drain. A constant fear of failure, a massive drain. And the worst part, these leaks are slow. You don't notice them until you're completely depleted. How do you stop it? First, identify what's draining you. Ask yourself, is it a person, a habit, or a belief I've outgrown? What makes me feel light, and what makes me feel heavy? Then take back control. Set firm, energetic boundaries. Not everyone deserves access to your energy. Prioritize rest and renewal. You can't pour from an empty cup. Engage in energy-clearing practices, breathwork, visualization, or simply disconnecting from negativity. Picture your energy as a radiant light filling your entire being, untouchable by anything that tries to drain it. Now let's move to the next attack, one that doesn't just target your energy but your very sense of self. Attack 2, the mind trap. This attack doesn't drain your body. It hijacks your thoughts. It's that voice in your head whispering, "You're not good enough. You're not ready. Who do you think you are to walk this path?" These thoughts are not your own. They are planted by fear, by doubt, by forces that want to keep you small. Because a chosen one who knows their power, that's a force nothing can stop. The mind trap often shows up as overthinking, playing out worst-case scenarios before they even happen. Self-doubt, convincing yourself you're not capable. Paralysis, getting stuck in what-ifs instead of taking action. Sound familiar? That's not random. It's a strategy designed to keep you from stepping into your power. But here's what no one tells you. Your mind is both the battlefield and the weapon. The enemy attacks your thoughts because your thoughts shape your reality. If they can control your mind, they can control your path. How do you fight back? 1. Question the narrative. When doubt arises, ask yourself, is this thought truly mine? Or is it fear trying to stop me? 2. Rewrite the script. Instead of "what if I fail," shift to "I am capable. I am exactly where I need to be. I am divinely guided." 3. Speak power into existence. Words aren't just sounds, they're vibrations that reprogram your mind. The more you affirm your strength, the more your reality aligns with it. Every time you choose faith over fear, you take back control. And that chosen one, is the greatest act of spiritual warfare. Why are you under attack? Let's pause for a moment. Why do these attacks target you in the first place? Because your destiny is powerful. Because the world needs your light. Because if you fully step into your purpose, you become unstoppable. These challenges aren't just struggles, they're tests. They're designed to see if you're truly ready to carry the weight of your calling. And here's what you need to understand. A warrior isn't forged in comfort. A leader isn't made without opposition. A chosen one isn't awakened without trials. So if you're feeling this resistance, take it as confirmation. You are stepping into something greater. Are you ready to break free? We've only scratched the surface. There are still 3 more types of spiritual attacks you need to be aware of. Ones that go even deeper into your relationships, emotions, and purpose. But now, you've seen the truth. These aren't just challenges, they're invitations to rise. The question is, will you let them break you? Or will you use them to awaken your full power? Because the battle isn't just about survival. It's about transformation. Are you ready to take the next step? The unseen battle, how to recognize and overcome spiritual attacks. Let's continue this journey deeper into the unseen forces that work against those who are chosen to walk a higher path. This is not just about personal struggle. It's about a spiritual battle, one designed to shake your foundation, isolate you, and drain your energy before you step fully into your purpose. If you felt tested, if you felt overwhelmed, know this: it's not random. Every challenge you faced is part of a bigger picture, one that is refining you, shaping you, and preparing you. The next 2 attacks we're about to uncover are some of the most subtle yet powerful tactics used to weaken your spirit. Their goal? To separate you from your power, your purpose, and your connection to the divine. But here's the truth. Every attack contains a lesson. Every chain can be broken. Let's begin. Attack 3. Emotional manipulation. When your own emotions are used against you. This attack isn't just about external situations or toxic people. It's about how your emotions are turned into weapons against you. Think about this. Have you ever felt an overwhelming wave of sadness, anger, or guilt that seemed to come out of nowhere? Have you noticed how a minor disagreement can spiral into an emotional storm that leaves you questioning yourself? These moments aren't always coincidences. They are targeted disruptions in your emotional field meant to magnify your insecurities, fears, and self-doubt. This type of attack thrives on distortion. It takes small triggers and turns them into overwhelming emotional chaos. It magnifies self-doubt, making you question your worth and decisions. It distorts reality, making problems seem bigger than they are. You might experience this through people around you unknowingly or intentionally triggering your wounds. Repetitive cycles of self-blame, thinking, "Why does this always happen to me?" Feeling disconnected from the truth of who you are. But why does this happen to you? Because you are an emotional alchemist. Your emotions aren't weaknesses, they are your superpowers. Emotions are the currency of the soul, and when you learn to master them, you become unstoppable. The enemy knows this, which is why emotional attacks are so effective. They are designed to destabilize you, make you question your intuition, make you doubt your purpose. How do you fight back? The key is awareness and transmutation, the ability to transform what is meant to weaken you into something that strengthens you. Step 1. Identify the source. When a strong emotion arises, pause and ask yourself, whose emotion is this? Is this feeling truly mine, or is it something external trying to influence me? Step 2. Transmute the emotion. Instead of suppressing it, feel it fully, but with detachment. Anger becomes passion and motivation. Sadness becomes wisdom and self-awareness. Fear becomes courage and resilience. Visualize the emotion as dense, heavy energy within you. Then imagine yourself breathing light into it, transforming it into something higher. This process isn't easy, but it's liberating. Once you master your emotions, you become immune to manipulation. You no longer react, you respond. And that is where your true power lies. Attack 4. The isolation attack. When you are made to feel completely alone. This attack doesn't just try to make you feel alone. It tries to convince you that you are alone. This is one of the most dangerous tactics because it isolates you from others, from your purpose, and from the divine. Have you ever felt like no one truly understands you? Like your journey is so unique that it distances you from the world? Have you noticed relationships falling away, leaving you in solitude that feels more like exile than peace? This attack is especially common for chosen ones because your path is not ordinary. You're not here to blend in. You're here to lead. You're here to bring change. But the isolation attack twists this truth, turning your divine purpose into a burden. It whispers, you don't belong. You're too different. No one will ever understand you. These lies are meant to disconnect you from people, from guidance, and from the higher forces supporting you. But here's the deeper truth. Isolation is an illusion. Yes, your path may require solitude at times for reflection and growth, but you are never truly alone. The divine is always with you, and there are countless others walking a similar path. How do you break the isolation attack? Step 1. Reconnect with yourself. Spend time in silence, not to escape, but to rediscover your inner strength. Journal your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Write down your fears, your doubts, your truths, and then remind yourself, you're loved, you're guided, you're never alone. Step 2. Reconnect with others. This doesn't mean forcing relationships or seeking validation. It means finding authentic connections, those who inspire and uplift you. Reach out to mentors, teachers, or spiritual communities. Seek out like-minded souls online or in person. The act of seeking connection is a declaration that you refuse to be isolated. Step 3. Reconnect with the divine. This is the most powerful antidote to isolation. Spend time in prayer, meditation, or reflection. Speak to the divine as you would a trusted friend. Pour out your fears, struggles, and hopes. Then listen. The answers may not come in words, but they will come in a feeling, a synchronicity, or an unshakable knowing that you are deeply loved. What if the isolation you feel is not a punishment, but an initiation? What if it's preparing you to step into your purpose with greater clarity and strength? The enemy seeks to isolate you because when you remember your connection to the divine, you are unstoppable. So the next time you feel alone, remind yourself of this truth. Your solitude is not your prison, it is your chrysalis. We've uncovered 4 types of spiritual attacks, but now we approach the final battleground, the one where everything converges. Every force that has tried to break you, weaken you, or silence your light ultimately seeks to infiltrate your energy. Why? Because your energy is your essence. It is the bridge between your physical existence and your spiritual destiny. Protect it, and you protect your purpose. Neglect it, and you become vulnerable to forces that seek to pull you off course. This final attack, energetic sabotage, is the most subtle yet destructive force working against you. It's not just about feeling tired or out of sync. It's an intentional disruption of your vibrational frequency designed to pull you away from your highest path. This attack infiltrates through the ordinary. Your habits, your relationships, your environment, even your own thoughts. It's a slow accumulation of distractions, doubts, and subtle energy drains. Have you felt like you're fighting an uphill battle just to maintain your peace? That's not random. That is spiritual interference. And in the next part of this journey, we will expose exactly how this attack works and how to take back control. Are you ready to confront the final challenge? Are you ready to claim your energy, your purpose, and your power? Because your destiny is waiting. The truth about spiritual attacks. They are your initiation. Have you ever wondered why it feels like something is constantly trying to pull you off course? Why just as you start stepping into your power, obstacles appear, doubts creep in, and relationships shift in ways you never expected? It's not a coincidence. You, chosen one, are not just living an ordinary life. You are walking a path that disrupts the status quo. And with that comes resistance. Everything we've uncovered, the energy drains, the mind traps, the emotional manipulation, the isolation, and the web of collective resistance has led us here. To the final realization, these attacks were never meant to break you. They were meant to awaken you. Why you? Why are you targeted? This is the question that lingers at the heart of your journey. Why are you being tested in ways others aren't? Why do you feel like you're constantly fighting unseen battles? Why do challenges intensify the moment you start making progress? The answer is both simple and profound. Because your light disrupts the darkness. You are not just here to exist. You are here to bring transformation. Your energy isn't just for you. It's a beacon that shifts the world around you. You carry a frequency that challenges old systems, awakens dormant souls, and brings light to places where it has been absent for far too long. But with that purpose comes resistance. The brighter your light, the more the shadows rise to meet it. This isn't a punishment, it's proof of your power. The true purpose of these spiritual attacks. Every attack you faced, the doubts, the distractions, the betrayals, the fatigue, has served a deeper purpose. The energy drains. They taught you the importance of protecting your boundaries and valuing your vitality. The mind traps. They pushed you to reclaim your thoughts and align them with truth rather than fear. The emotional manipulation and isolation. They forced you to look inward, to strengthen your foundation, and to find unshakable connection with yourself and the divine. The collective resistance, it showed you the courage it takes to stand firm in your light, even when the world pushes back. These weren't just obstacles, they were your training ground. They refined you, strengthened you, prepared you. And now you have a choice. Will you let these attacks define you, or refine you? Imagine for a moment if you stopped seeing these struggles as things designed to hurt you. What if instead you saw them as activations? Each challenge, each moment of doubt, fatigue, and resistance is an opportunity to strengthen your energy, an opportunity to refine your focus, an opportunity to deepen your connection to your purpose. Nothing can stop you unless you allow it to. You were never meant to play small. You were never meant to dim your light to make others comfortable. You were meant to lead, to rise, to transform. So now I ask you, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you allow these attacks to weaken you? Or will you use them to sharpen your vision, ignite your purpose, and step fully into your power? You are part of something bigger. If you've made it this far, know this: you are not alone. You are part of a movement, a rising wave of souls awakening to their truth, refusing to be controlled by fear, and stepping boldly into their divine calling. The forces that seek to sabotage you do so because they fear your potential. But here's what they don't realize: the more they push, the brighter you shine. So own your light, protect your energy, trust your path, and never forget, you were chosen for this journey. Not because it's easy, but because you are ready. You are strong. You are divine. You are unstoppable. This is just the beginning. You've walked with me through the shadows, unraveling the hidden layers of spiritual attacks. Now you stand at the threshold of something greater. This is your moment to decide. Will you step forward, fully embracing your power? Will you take this wisdom and use it to elevate your journey? Will you rise, despite every force that tries to hold you back? Because the battle is real, but so is your victory. The choice is yours, chosen one. And trust me when I say this, the world is waiting for you to rise, turning spiritual attacks into strength, your power to transmute darkness into light. Shifting your perspective won't make the attacks disappear, but it will take away their power. When you realize that every challenge, every obstacle, and every moment of resistance is actually a stepping stone to your awakening, you stop seeing them as roadblocks. Instead, you start using them as fuel. And here's where it gets powerful. You can take the very attacks meant to break you and use them to rise even higher. Let's start with a simple yet transformative practice to help you alchemize the energy of any attack into something that strengthens you. How to transmute negative energy into power. The next time you feel resistance, whether it's an energy drain from a toxic situation, a spiral of doubt taking over your thoughts, or an overwhelming sense of isolation, pause. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes and visualize the energy of the attack as a dense, dark cloud surrounding you. Now shift your focus inward. Imagine a radiant light at the center of your being, strong, steady, unshakable. With each breath, see this light growing brighter, expanding outward, dissolving the darkness, and transforming it into pure energy that fuels your soul. Feel the power returning to you, not just restored, but magnified. This isn't just a visualization. It's a spiritual reality. Energy cannot be destroyed, but it can be transformed. And as a chosen one, you have the innate ability to transmute darkness into light. This is your superpower. But like any power, it requires practice, patience, and most importantly, faith. Faith in yourself. Faith in the divine. Faith in the process of your awakening. Overcoming the feeling of being overwhelmed. Let's address one of the hardest parts of spiritual attacks, the sheer weight of them. There will be moments when the resistance feels like too much. When you question if you're strong enough to keep going. When you wonder if this path is even worth it. In those moments, remember this: you are never alone. The same divine force that placed this calling in your heart is walking with you every step of the way. Call upon it. Whether you do this through prayer, meditation, or simply speaking from your heart, know that you are heard, and you are always being guided, even when it doesn't feel like it, even when the answers don't come the way you expect. even when the path ahead is unclear. The power of surrender. Now, ask yourself this. What would it feel like to surrender fully to the divine? To trust completely that every challenge is part of a greater plan. Surrender isn't about giving up. It's about letting go of the need to control everything. It's about understanding that while the attacks may feel intense, your soul is stronger. And when you surrender, you tap into a power far greater than yourself. The moment you stop resisting the process and start trusting it, you shift from struggling against the current to flowing with it. And that's when you truly begin to see the beauty in the process. Resistance is part of your awakening. What if the challenges you're facing aren't obstacles, but necessary steps in your transformation? Think about a seed breaking through the soil. The pressure, the darkness, the resistance. It's all part of the process that allows it to grow into its fullest potential. You are that seed. Every spiritual attack is part of the soil you're breaking through. It's pushing you to rise higher, stronger, and more resilient than ever before. Your role in the collective awakening. But let's take this even further. What if these attacks aren't just about you? What if they're also about your role in the collective awakening? Chosen ones, you are not here just to survive these challenges. You are here to transform them, to turn them into wisdom, strength, and light that ripples out into the world. Your journey isn't just about your personal growth. It's about the countless others who will be inspired by your courage, guided by your wisdom, uplifted by your light. When you rise, you create a path for others to follow. This is your legacy. How to stay aligned and grounded. So, how do you fully step into this role? By committing to daily practices that keep you aligned, grounded, and connected to your purpose. 1. Daily energy clearing. At the end of each day, take a few moments to clear your energetic field. Visualize golden light washing over you, dissolving any negativity or heaviness you've picked up. Release anything that doesn't belong to you. Affirm, I release all that does not serve me. I call back my power in full. This practice not only protects your energy, but also strengthens your connection to the divine. 2. Conscious reflection. Keep a journal to reflect on the challenges you face and the lessons they bring. Writing things down helps you process them and recognize patterns in your growth. It allows you to see how far you've come and how every struggle has led to deeper wisdom. 3. Community connection. Spiritual attacks thrive in isolation. Seek out like-minded souls who understand and support your path. This could be a spiritual group, an online community, or a trusted friend. Connection is one of the most powerful antidotes to isolation attacks. 4. Sacred rituals. Create rituals that anchor you in your truth. Light a candle. Say a prayer. Spend time in nature. Meditate in stillness. These small, intentional acts remind you of who you are and keep you aligned with your higher self. 5. Service to others. One of the most profound ways to rise above spiritual attacks is to serve others. When you channel your energy into helping those in need, you not only elevate your own vibration, but also uplift the collective consciousness. Whether through kindness, guidance, or support, your light expands when you share it. The ultimate truth, you are the light. No matter how intense the attacks, no matter how strong the resistance, your light cannot be extinguished. It is eternal, unbreakable, and divinely guided. Every step you take, every challenge you overcome, every moment you choose to rise, is proof of your power. What will you do with your light? As we come to the end of this journey, I leave you with one question. What will you do with the light you've been given? Will you let it shine, even in the face of resistance? Will you use it to heal, inspire, and transform the world around you? The answer lies within you, chosen one. And the world is waiting for your light.